All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel.
3 days later.
Like I said, welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we went ahead and got our starlights put in, and our headliner back in the truck. And this video, we're actually going to start mounting our box and start our wiring process. So first off, what I'm going to go ahead and start doing is figure out where I want to get this thing mounted up. And I kind of have an idea already, but I had to kind of go get some tools, and I'm waiting on some stuff to get in for the wiring, so I can like make my harness and stuff for it. But anyway, either way, I'm ready to go ahead and get going. So I'm about to go ahead. We're gonna get this thing mounted up in the truck, and we'll go from there. So this is not gonna be the best quality clip here, but I'm thinking about putting the box in this little hole right here. But the bad thing about that is that this hole is not big enough for the box. So I'm gonna actually trim this metal up a little bit, and then we're gonna go ahead and mount the box. I wish there was some. Hang on, let me get my flashlight out. And then we're gonna mount it like right down in there. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and just start the work, and then I'll show you kind of where I mounted it and kind of the stuff I done. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put you on the tripod, and that's what we're gonna do.
All right.
All right, boys, so we ended up cutting a lot more than I had originally planned to, but we went ahead and ran our wire down and down through here. And it's gonna run along through there, and eventually I'm gonna get it over there. But yeah, so this is where she's gonna be mounted. This is where she's gonna stay. But kind of had to cut a little bit more than I intended. But oh well, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. So we're gonna go ahead and get the rest of this trim piece put back on, and then I guess we'll start the wiring process. So we're making good progress. I'm not gonna lie to you. We went ahead. I've got my seats back in. I've got both trim pieces back in. But I did run into one little issue. I don't know. Hang on, let me get my light out. Right back there, you can tell there's a bolt that's missing. Yeah, I broke that bitch off. So we're just gonna be rocking without that bolt. But apart from that, we got everything else back in. Our seatbelts are tight. Our trim pieces are on. The only trim pieces I'm missing now are these right here. I broke them, so I got to get those ordered. But as far as like interior pieces that we have left, all we have left is this running piece right through there. But I gotta make my harness. I'm gonna end up just like cutting it back here, and then make my harness and go up to the rock lights, plug them in there, and then we'll be fine there. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna show y'all kind of a little bit of a different way that I'm gonna make this wiring harness. There's two ways that you can do it. I'm gonna wrap it up in electrical tape, which is not usually the way you usually do it. That's not the OEM way, but I don't have the cloth tape that I would prefer to use, but it's kind of the same idea, and it's both gonna be a little bit of protective shield on it. I also still have the conduit that I did my rock lights in. So I might wrap them in that as well. I just got to see the diameter of the wire because the wires are a little bit smaller than the rock light wires were. And honestly, I don't want to go buy a smaller conduit just for this. So I might just wrap it up in the electrical tape and just roll from there. But anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking here, so I'm gonna go ahead, quit talking, and get right back to work on this wiring harness. And got our wires twisted up, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping them here in the electrical tape.
Day 3.
Ran how we wanted to run it. I kind of aborted the mission to go all the way down and then across. Honestly, I just went down and then across right here. I mean, you kind of saw it in the time lapse, but I'm just scroll through this puppy. I'm getting old, too old for that crap. But I ended up just running it under the carpet right here, and then along the rail right there, and then I went up, and then right through that little gap. So it's not as easy to tell as these sub wires. The truck came with the subs wired and everything. But then it just came down. And then where all of those wires right there run into the firewall, I'm gonna run another wire through there and then just straight into the rock lights. So that way, every time I cut the rock lights on, the starlights will be on and vice versa. That's how I want to end up running them. Plus, the rock lights are already fused, so I don't have to worry about refusing it. So I'm going to go ahead, get right back in the wiring. I'm going to run the last bit of this wire and then splice into them. I was going to solder, but hold on, go back through. But my solders look like shit. So that's just something we're going to have to keep practicing on because they're not there yet. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead, keep running these wires, and go ahead and get this video finished up for you guys. I went ahead and honestly, I just spliced into my rock lights right there, and then they just ran under there. And then I had another wire that just connected to it, or like they had the connector on the end. Let's see if we can't find it. Yeah, there's the connector right there. So just connected it right there, ran it through the firewall, and then just spliced into the rock lights right there. We already have our fuse right here wired up. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this video. That's how I went ahead and wired them. Some of the stuff is not ideal. Like I would like to have my own switch for the rock light, or for the headlight, or starlights, excuse me. But it is what it is. I kind of adapted on that one. I didn't have some stuff here in time, and I also wanted to get this video up as the last video of 2021. Whether that's gonna happen or not, I'm not quite sure yet. That's the plan for now. But yeah, so 2021 has been, it's been a good year to kind of get my feet up under me and kind of start getting a little foundation found. Hopefully 2022 is going to be good. And yeah, so that's about all I got for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the montage of the starlights. This is actually a pretty fun project. Took me a little bit longer than I wanted to, just because of some kind of technical difficulties that went on, but it don't matter. We adapted to it, and we got it all figured out and squared away. So yeah, that's pretty much it. 2022 hopefully is gonna have some big stuff planned for us. I have some big plans for 2022. Whether or not it's gonna happen, I'm not quite sure yet. But yeah, I have some big plans for 2022. So hopefully I'll come in and pay off, and yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy it. So go ahead, stay tuned. If you haven't already, like and subscribe, and just continue to support. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next one.